Hi, good afternoon. My name is Yueqi Li. I'm presenting on secure coding practices today for our development team. So we'll cover the top secure coding practices and three types of secure coding tools. The first one is secure coding policy. So there are top eight secure coding best practices identified by OWASP. The first one, secure by design, means security needs to be a priority as you develop code, not an afterthought. Organizations may have competing priorities where software engineering and coding are concerned. Optimizing for security can conflict with optimizing for development speed. However, a security by design approach that puts security first tends to pay off in the long run. Um, the second one, passwords are a weak point in many software systems, which is why multi-factor authentication has become so widespread. Nevertheless, passwords are the most common security credential, and following coding best practices limits risk. You should require all passwords to be of adequate length and complexity to withstand any typical or common attacks. Third one, access control. Take a default deny approach to sensitive data. Limit privileges and restrict access to secure data to only users who need it. Deny access to any user that cannot demonstrate authorization. Error handling and logging. Software errors are often indicative of bugs, many of which cause vulnerabilities. Error handling and logging are two of the most useful techniques for minimizing their impact. Error handling attempts to catch errors in the code before they result in a catastrophic failure. Logging documents errors so that developers can diagnose and mitigate their cause. The system configuration is to clear your system of any unnecessary components and ensure all working software is updated with current versions and patches. The threat modeling has four steps: document, locate, address, and validate. To securely code, you need to examine your software for areas susceptible to increased threats of attack. The cryptographic practices is to use quality modern cryptographic algorithms with keys stored in the secure key vault is a practice that increases the security of your code in the event of a breach. The last one, these secure coding standards are self-explanatory in that you need to identify all data inputs and sources and validate those classified as untrusted. You should utilize a standard routine for output code encoding and input validation. So overall, how to ensure your code is secure? You can do it by patching your system regularly. By doing that, you are taking this secure coding best practices to the next level. Patch and vulnerability management is focused on identifying risk and enabling systems to stay up to date. Through these methods and security testing, you're ensuring that your code is properly checked for errors. Here we introduce three types of secure coding tools. The first one is VeriCode. It's a commercial tool which uses SaaS model. It finds security flaws in application binary code, compiled or bytecode. It also tests multiple applications at once, which also automates disparate workflows. It works with Java, C programs, C++, JavaScript, Python, PHP, and so on. VeriCode enables you to manage your complete application security program on one platform. This is especially important if you need to scale your process. VeriCode provides visibility into application status across all testing types. Um, the second one, RIFs, is to detect security vulnerabilities for PHP code. It provides an integrated code audit framework. It's open source, free. It finds sensitive vulnerabilities that can be tended by user input. Use RIPs to find Use RIPs to find security issues is very effective. You will receive meaningful findings, so you are not wasting precious time. The third one, is a commercial tool. as well. It uses SAST and SCA platform. It's scalable. It scans and identifies vulnerabilities, including coverage of integrations. The biggest advantage of Q1 is that it helps eliminate security bottlenecks. You don't have to analyze code on central servers. Um, to conclude, with so many tools to choose from, you will want to evaluate your needs and choose tools that have the specific features you need. For those tools we introduced, we should also look at pricing for the usage of tools. Some tools charge by lines of code, other times it's how many developers you have. But companies don't necessarily need to pay for SAST tools, especially at first. There are many free scanners, so start with that and show the value of it to the management. And then maybe upsell to a commercial tool because that's going to be more usable. Okay, that's all for our presentation. Thank you. It's been very, very enjoyable and wonderful class and semester. I hope we can see each other and work together in the future. Thank you.